Good morning everybody and welcome to day 2 of Vlogmas. It is Wednesday the 2nd of December and you will have seen me this morning opening up my number 2 day of my Advent swap that I did with Jeanette from Crafty Clegs Creations. You will have also seen the little hand coming in and trying to snatch the chocolate coin, but don't worry, I did manage to have that myself. She had chocolate in her own advent calendar, so that's fine. And I also got this lovely yarn in with the chocolate coin as well, and this reminds me of robins and kind of the colours of the Christmas garden, so that's really lovely, and I will look forward to putting that into a scrappy project of some sort, maybe some socks, or I might start a blanket or something like that. Speaking of scrappy projects, I thought I would talk to you about my plans for an Advent project, or a non-Advent project, as the case may be. On Saturday, Amy of Taylor S Studio, Amy Loudon, released her Killarney scarf pattern. Now this is a black and white photograph, but it's done in loads of beautiful pastel colours, and you will all know if you watch my podcast that I'm a huge fan of the Whitmore sweater, which was Amy's first garment pattern that she released, and so I couldn't resist getting this pattern. And I just wanted to say it's a really, without showing you the contents of it because it's a paid for pattern, it's a really comprehensive pattern. It's got charted instructions, it's got written instructions, so it's a really good, comprehensive, well explained pattern, if you are thinking about that. Now the pattern is written to be knitted with a strand of fingering weight with a strand of mohair, but I think what I'm going to do, because it's perfectly possible to do this, is to just use a strand of fingering weight yarn and use minis, and I will show you. I've got lots of minis over here to show you in a minute. I was planning to cast this on as an Advent project, but I've got gift knitting to do, I've got other things that I'm doing. So what I've decided is that this is going to be my Christmas Eve cast on. So throughout December, I'm going to be kind of putting minis together and trying to work out what I think would be a good kind of combination of colours for the scarf, really. So I thought this might be a nice opportunity to show you some of the minis that I have, that I'm thinking about including. This set, which is from lovely Helen at Giddy Yarns, is, let's have a look, it's her Bedtime Stories collection in minis, and these are all named after children's stories. At one time I could remember what they were all called. I can't remember which is which, but there's things like the Voyage of the Dawn Treader, Georgie's Marvellous Medicine, so kind of children's stories that I presume Helen read as a child, or reads to her children, or possibly both. So they are definitely going to be going in. I've been keeping those for a little while, thinking about what I was going to do with them. I had thought about putting them into a pair of socks, but I think they'd be really nice in a scarf. And then I also have another set from Helen, which is the Flower Fairies minis collection, and I think they would be, let's see if I can get them in the shot together for you. I think they would be really lovely as well. Then I've also got these from lovely Becky at Back to Blighty, and these were actually a birthday present from my husband back in March. He got me these for my birthday, so again they would just go really well together. Sorry, we're getting a bit blurry there, aren't we? And then I've got these from Michelle at Wild Rose Yarn, and let's see if I can get that to focus. No, it's the light in, oh, here we go, in my little garden. The light today is really poor. It's really dark outside here today. I'm not sure that it's going to brighten up at all. So yeah, and so these are just minis that I've bought throughout the year. And then I've also had some minis in swaps recently. So I had these two beautiful colours here. These were from Sal, who is a lovely Welsh lady that I did a swap with. So yeah, really beautiful minis. And these are from my lovely friend Nikki, who is part of a Zoom group that I attend on a Thursday, and she just picked out colours that are so me. These are coming out, let's see if I can get that to be a little bit better. That is slightly better if I move it closer to the camera. Most of them are coming out okay, but some of them are coming out a little bit sort of more insipid than they are in real life. And then I've also got a bag of minis here, and these minis here were from lovely Sarah at Yarn Mugs. We did a swap, and then I've got minis, some of which I had in an Advent swap last year, and then I've also got another little bag that lovely Sharon from Pink Lime Crafts on Instagram sent to me as part of Get Your Yarn Wishes Granted. So I have got a really lovely collection of complementary minis here. I had intended to use particularly these ones to make a Hearten cowl, which is one of the knit vent patterns that Helen Stewart from Curious Handmade has released for this year. But I've put some other minis aside to use for that, because I think these would just be lovely in this scarf. I think the pattern uses about 12 grams of each colour, but I think what I might do is I might just so that I can use a little bit of everything, I might just use less than that and just see how I go. So that's my plan, is a Christmas Eve cast on. So throughout December I need to be winding up some of these minis really, to make sure that they are ready to go on the 24th. And I will also be popping my needles and my stitch markers and all sorts of things in a project bag ready to go for that. So that is my kind of, it's not really my Advent project, but it kind of is my Advent project, because this has been written to be used with Advent yarns. I also thought that I would talk to you about something else, Christmas related. Oh dear, we're having Nigella's face all shiny there. So this is Nigella's Christmas book. I have made various recipes out of this over the years. I haven't made my Christmas cake yet for this year, and I always religiously use Delia's Christmas cake recipe every year, but this year I have decided to change it up a little bit. I don't feel that in the last couple of years that the cake has been kind of boozy enough. So I've looked at this, and what you do with this is you soak the dried fruit in the, is it brandy? Yes, you soak the dried fruit in the brandy in a pan over the heat. So I think it might just infuse it a little bit better. So we'll see. So it's Nigella's traditional Christmas cake that I'm going to do. And what's quite nice about this is that it tells you, if you want, let's move you down to the bottom here, if you want to make a cake that has approximately 12 slices, then this is the amount of ingredients that you need, 16 for this and 20. So there's different sizes that you can use, there's different sizes of cake that you can make, and it gives you the different amount of ingredients that you will need to use for those. So I'm going to be compiling a list of what I need to put in my Christmas cake at some point this week as well. So if you have made Nigella's cake, what do you think? Is it good? Is it a little bit more boozy? So I'm probably going to be doing that at some point later this week or at the weekend. So I will try and film that when I do that as well for you. evening. This is a very strange angle with very strange light, but I'm aware that I haven't actually been on here to talk to you today, so I just wanted to pop on and say hello, and whatever you're up to, I hope you're having a good day. I hope you are enjoying the start of December. I've really been enjoying watching everybody else's Vlogmas, and I will share some of the people that I've been watching, I think, throughout the month, just so that you all know. I just wanted to mention very quickly 2 things to you. First of all, Jeanette, who is Crafty Clegs Creations, and Dawn, who is Dawn's Days, both of whom are doing Vlogmas, are also doing a make-along at the moment. They're running it on Instagram, and it's basically make a Christmas bauble or anything else that hangs on a Christmas tree, really, because they are encouraging cheating. So I'll pop the hashtag on the screen here so that you can go and join in on Instagram if you would like to. There will be prizes, and if you pop over to Jeanette or Dawn's channels, then they'll be able to explain a little bit more about it for you. And the other thing that I wanted to mention is that for the rest of this week and until a week today, so until next Tuesday the 9th, I've decided to put all of my knitting patterns on buy one get one free. So if you go onto Ravelry and you put 2 patterns into your basket, you can use the code ADVENT in capital letters. I'll pop that on the screen here, and you will get one of those for free. So it's really good if you want to gift a pattern to a knitty friend, or if you just want a little gift to yourself, basically. The code will also work on Etsy, but because of the way that I've had to set it up on Etsy, it comes out slightly differently in your basket. So if you put 2 patterns in your basket and then use the code ADVENT, you just get 50% off, basically. So yeah, if you would like to do that to treat yourself or a friend, then yes, you're very welcome to a free pattern, and I hope that you enjoy knitting them. It's about 5:15, I think, here now, so I'm just preparing dinner. Eloise is watching the television in the other room, which you can probably hear at the moment. I'm probably not going to talk to you again today, so thank you very much for watching. I hope that you've enjoyed day 2, and I will be back again tomorrow.